The stakes could not be higher for Ukraine when Russia started its invasion last month. Too much of the wild surprise, Russian troops have not gained control of the capital city of Kyiv due to stiff resistance from the Ukrainian soldiers. Smoke drifted out of Kyiv's skyline northwest to the city. The cause of the smoke was not immediately clear. But the Kyiv Regional Administration reported that the capital's northwest suburbs, namely Bucha, Hostomel, Irpin and Moschun, received heavy firing on Saturday. Kyiv city authorities say that at least 228 people had been killed in the capital, which included 4 children. Now, according to a statement, 912 people have been wounded, but it is feared that the numbers may be higher. Some of the worst affected victims have been newborn babies who are forced to wait for their surrogate parents and are stuck in the conflict zone without a home and even a nationality. The babies are currently under the care of nurses in a makeshift nursery as parents are unable to travel or unwilling to adopt the children amid the crisis.
У нас дуже хороші є кімнати, які оснащені для того, щоб дітям було комфортно. Там все є для того, щоб вони почувалися в безпеці, доглянутими. Але зараз ми знаходимося тут, щоб зберегти життя собі і дітям. І тут переховуємося від цих бомбардувань і від цієї страшної біди.
Amid the raging conflict and the humanitarian crisis, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, who earned praise for his leadership skills, presented state awards to soldiers of the Rapid Operational Response Unit of its national police. Zelensky has expressed his gratitude to the officers who took part in countering the Russian invasion. The unit has been designed to respond to emergency situations and perform complex duties.
Дяча за захист кожного з нас, тих, хто тут. Знаєте, що ми точно з вами. Слава Україні!
Meanwhile, the mayor of Kyiv visited checkpoints in the outskirts of the city as fighting continued to rage on multiple fronts in Ukraine. Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko was seen briefing the soldiers who have built trenches to thwart the Russian attack. Well, for more on this, WION correspondent Anas Malik is joining us live from Kyiv, Ukraine. Anas Malik, good to see you. What's the latest update from Ukraine's capital? Is it still a city living on the edge?
Well, it is living on the edge. It won't be wrong to say, Eric, you've aptly put it. But life is slowly coming back to normalcy, or what we call is the new normal now. Behind me, you can see checkposts like these are there now in abundance. You see those sandbanks as well, those hedgehogs, tire busters. So you see them quite a lot in abundance around the city. There are checkpoints that are there. There are more and more concrete blocks that have been put up around the city. But in the past 2 days, more and more shops have been opening up. More and more residents are there out on the road. And the city of Kyiv that I arrived in about 2 weeks back isn't the same anymore. For one reason, there is much more life today. You feel that more and more people are out on the roads. More and more cars are out on the road. Yes, the amount of checkposts are there, but the amount of checkposts that have were there previously by the civil defense volunteers, that has significantly reduced. So all in all, this is perhaps the new normal that the people of Kyiv want to live with and live by, and that's what they're trying to do, to mold their lives around it. We understand that there is a big round of negotiations that is to be held between Russia and Ukraine on Tuesday, and people have a lot of hopes and expectations with that. Eric?
Malik, despite this new normal, from humanitarian catastrophe to lack of basic necessities like food, water and electricity in major cities in Ukraine, is the same being experienced in the capital? How are the residents left in Kyiv surviving if the supply of food is affected?
Well, with regards to the food supply, there is an acute shortage that is felt, that can be seen. Fresh items in any supermarket, they go out of stock very quickly. So that explains number one. Number two, with regards to the acute shortage that is witnessed, the administration tries to fulfill that through the trains that are going out of Kyiv. When they come back in, they're filled with those essential supplies. But when it comes to water and electricity, at least in the capital city of Kyiv, it is being looked after. It is well taken care of, at least for the time being. That's one thing being said. The authorities say that they have stocked for at least 3 weeks, and the quote, blessing in disguise, unquote, has been with those people who are leaving the city. So they are, whoever is leaving behind the stockpile of ration that was designated for them, and that is going to help the city survive even more than what it anticipates for. Eric?
Reporting from the heart of the conflict, Ukraine's capital Kyiv, Anas Malik, thank you very much for that update. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.